Well, good morning, world. It's going to be a hot day today. Might be reaching almost 100. But I wanted to give you a quick update. There's a pretty flower that blossomed. I wanted to show that to you. But let's take a look over here. I got my boots on, so you might be hearing some clanky sounds. I just want to take a look over here at some of my vegetables that I'm going to be putting in very soon. Nothing today. Today they're just going to rest. I'm not planning to put anything in the earth today where it's so hot. But this would be, I believe this is my cucumbers. And this would be my summer squash. Tomatoes are coming up over here. They're doing pretty good. The last one I have right here would be the lettuce. So that's coming up pretty good. And of course we know I have our garlic over here in the pot. There it is over there. Okay, so let's take a look at that flower that I wanted to show you. Oh, the lilacs. I wish I could have you give a sniff or smell this lilac bush. My boots are making all kinds of noise. The lilac bush is beautiful. You just smell those lilacs. They're really, really beautiful. They're coming out really nice. And of course they don't last too long, but at least we can enjoy them while we have them, right? And over here I want to show you this pretty flower. Looks like there might be 3 or 4 blossoms on this flower. And let's see, now we're seeing it as it's starting to die. I should have got it sooner, but anyways, here we go. This is a flower here. It's going to be opening up one there. There's like 3, maybe 3 of them. But this is the one that opened up. And again, I'm not catching it when it first opened up, but let me see what I can get over here. Whoops, let me go over here a minute. How about that? It's really quite beautiful. But it's starting to, you can tell it's starting to fade away. They don't last long, but they sure are beautiful, aren't they? And pretty soon, these are going to be budding. As you can see the tips of these. There's some flowers in there. Not sure again what this is going to be. Maybe some type of, no doubt, flower. They're all flowers that gave me. And then these are starting to do pretty good. And right here, that right there, and that over there. There's like some kind of like a root that I planted. Even that one right there is part of it. A couple more down there. Like a root, and the root just kind of died off, and it's got other growth coming out of it, which is kind of cool. And let's see, a really hot day today, boy. Well, it's going to be hot. I'm not bothering cutting my grass, nothing like that, because it's not worth it in the heat, but also it's too stressful for the plants too in the grass. And things are looking about the same, but getting bigger. You know, look at how big this plant has gotten right here. And this yellow lily's doing good. Pretty lily. And this should have more flowers coming up. It's hard to see exactly what I'm looking at, but some more flowers should come up there. And over here, that should be the white lilies trying to come in through here. And these little purple flowers. So things are growing. So I want to give you a little update on some of the things. Should have took a picture of that red flower sooner, but I'll try to keep track of the other ones as they open up. So you can see that. Strawberries are in here. Getting some good flowers in the strawberries. Yep, it's not too bad. And the garden's doing pretty good. Oh yeah, I trimmed off my rose bushes. I tried to weed things out. You know, the weeds, they grow all at the exact same time. So it's not like you can be in one garden and say, okay, I'll weed this one, and then nature keeps up with you and you're ready to weed the next one, you know, and the weeds are growing there. No, all the weeds come out at the same time in all the garden areas. So it's like a constant work trying to keep it weeded out. So what I did with these rose bushes is, usually I have little red roses on that one, but all the ones that were dead, definitely dead as far as the, well, what do you call them, stalks maybe, or the trunks of the rose bushes, just cut them off if they were absolutely dead. So I waited to make sure that they were dead. So it looks much better now. And so I did the same thing to this one too. Because once they're passed on, they're not going to do anything. They just deplete the plant. And so I am getting some onions. I don't know if you can see it, but that little green thing, that's an onion. And it's funny how they grow. You might see a couple things that looks like grass, but they're actually onions. Those are a little bit taller ones that I already planted. but the other ones look like just a single blade of grass are coming in. And I believe there's a carrot up there. I tried to keep them in a row, so I think all of these right here are going to be carrots. Again, I'm not sure what you can see. This little green things here, like little grass. I got my lone squash over here, which later on I'll put them with the other ones. This is radishes going down this way. A little radish down there. Some broccoli down there, and I think the broccolis are going to be, well, I'm almost thinking that seeds might have got pushed over to the side. There's probably a broccoli in there. A little bit of lettuce in the corner, so that's not too bad. Raspberries not doing, not raspberries. Strawberries aren't doing anything over there. Haven't come up yet. I did a couple days ago. I put some more tomato plants in here. So, whoops. Got some tomato plants here. A little one there. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Put 3 on this side. Where are you? There you are. Little ones. And I planted some tomato plants here along this particular fence. And again, I don't know if you can really see them or not. Where are you, tomato plant? I guess you're right there. So down this area, there's some tomato plants down there. And I'll go around. I don't want to get zapped by my fence. I'm going to go around this way. Yeah, let's see. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the sun. So right now, it seems like 11 o'clock in the morning. The sun is here on my garden box and roses. About 11 o'clock. It's sitting here. Because I got some pretty big trees. The girls are in the shade, or the boys rather. They're in the shade over there. I did adjust my tarp on my chicken coop a few days ago. Let's go this way a minute. I got these big clunky boots on. There they are. Big boots. Okay, so that's doing pretty good. My pepper plant still down there with the cilantro, 2 pepper plants down there, some tomato plants along the ridge. And believe it or not, I had some asparagus that I planted, and I don't think I'll be able to pick it up with the phone. It's so bright I can't see really out here, but anyways, probably not. I got 1, 2, 3 asparagus tips growing up. It's amazing. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It's so tiny. They're probably about 3 inches tall. Okay, so lettuce is over here. Try to pick some of that today, maybe, and put in a sandwich. Where are you, lettuce? The sun's so bright, it's making my camera that I'm looking at very dark. Okay, so the sun's out here. Sun's on the pear tree. Apple tree's got some sun over there. Sun by the fire pit. A lot of shade. And because they have such big trees, I'm just trying to keep an eye as to when this back part will be in the shade. That would be a wonderful place. All that light green you can see, that'd be a great place for a garden. But right now, this is all kind of new to me. It's only my 3rd year of gardening. So I'm happy with what I got right now and see what next year brings. Now I did move. Let me just walk over here a minute. Took off the smaller canopy I had on top of the chicken coop. And I put this one on. I really like it because I got posts. I got taller posts. These are like 5-foot posts that I put in. Good morning, girls. Say hello. Good morning, girls. Yep, so this right now is the sun. They got some water over there, and they have I put their feed buckets on this side, thinking maybe there might be some shade, but pretty much I guess wherever I go it's going to be sun unless I put the feed buckets over here, but then they'll hit the sun a little bit later on. But anyways, they got their shade. So what I'm doing here is I put this canvas on. I reversed it, put the silver up, like as they're reflecting the sun and not having the normal color, which was a brownish. Silver's up like that. But I do like it because I'm able to crawl underneath there and do what I got to do. You know, it's plenty of room. I usually sit on the edges of the pallets and I work. So during the day where it's warm, I leave the egg box open so air can circulate. And right now the girls are, oh, see that chicken is opening his wings a little bit. She is. So she's a little bit warm when they're opening their wings up, and we're trying to cool off a little bit. So they have shade in the back. They have shade all day here in the back of the chicken coop. And At nighttime now, I don't close that drawbridge. I leave the drawbridge down, but I close their security door so that they can just go wherever they want. They can stay in the box if they want to, or they can come down lower if they want to. And my camera seems to be jumping. Hopefully it's not. Hope you can see it. Now that I have a crock pot full of water. I keep that in the shade so it stays cooler. So this afternoon, I'll come out here and I'll give them some cut grass and I will change their water. So this is working out much better now for me. Hi, Applejack. As you can see, I can get underneath here pretty easily. So when I'm coming to do my work, you see the little doors open. I'll just sit right there on the pallet and do whatever I got to do in front of the little coop. Get it all cleaned out for them. And you can see a kitty litter box back there. So I bought a kitty litter box just in case they want to use that to lay eggs. Oops. And they have laid some eggs in there, which is kind of cool. And see how nice and tall that is. As far as the canvas, it's much higher now. So I can just, just scoot underneath there. I got to bend over a little bit, but I can still work. And they get some shade from the canvas. Air can circulate better. So this is good. So I'd always have to leave something like that because I don't want them to be in the direct sun, of course. And having the canvas on, it does protect the little house from, excessive rain and the hot sun beating on it and kind of bleaching things or drying things out. So it's gonna help, right, girls? Yeah. See how how they spread their wings when they're getting warm. So it's gonna be a warm day. It might hit 100 today. It's gonna be warm. Oh, look, we've got little Rarity over there laying down. You got to get in the shade, Rarity. Even though you're white, you got to get in the shade, honey bun. Stay cool. So this is I don't know exactly the time, if it's 11:30, 12:15. And then this will start to shade out a little bit later in the afternoon. Right? Right, Applejack? Absolutely. You're right, absolutely. So that's not too bad. So I want to make a little update, a little video for you to show you that pretty red flower. I'll try to be more, I'll try to get right when the other ones are opening up. They look so pretty, so beautiful. And that's a really unique flower. It's so pretty, isn't it? Really unique. So everything's going well. They have plenty of shade back here to get back here, the goats. And plenty of shade behind the barn. So always seems to be shade pretty much back there. So they have some sun for the coop, but then they also have their shade they can get into because of that canopy up there. So I guess that's going to be it for now. My phone's doing a little bit of shaking or jostling around. The picture seems to be moving a little bit. Hopefully it's recording okay. So that's going to be it for now. And once we get out of this hot weather, I think I'm going to wait till my seedlings, before I plant them in the ground, I want them to have their true leaves. Usually when the seedlings come up, they have this like first two leaves, but they're not the true leaf of the particular vegetable. And then once they get their true leaves, probably 2 or 3 of those, then I'll put them in the ground to make sure they have a really good start. So everything's working out pretty good. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I will catch you a little bit later. Okay, God bless. Talk to you later. Bye now.